let's try not to die and see if we can make it through the first winter. Primitive tools will probably be what we do for the majority of the first little while. So let's take a little look. We'll have to build one of these. Actually, no, we'll probably go right into a house, I think, because it gives benefits. Yeah, medium-sized living space where people eat and get warm during the cold seasons. And there's an above-average pregnancy chance. Capacity of 5. Which is pretty good. We could upgrade that to 4 and accommodate that one person and have a few other people be homeless until that's done. But unfortunately, the way the game works is you actually have to have a house to eat. So when you're upgrading, it can get a little tricky. But it just comes down to people management and stuff like that, which is totally fine. Where do we want the house to go? Probably just put it right here for now, I think. Doesn't look like that's too bad. Trying to sort of get close. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to start terraforming over here, so see if we can get the house in here. Probably terraform out eventually. Just because it's fun and it's free land. Just go from our height and build out as we sort of grow. And we'll scavenge from what's around us. But for now, the minimals, so let's get that house. Spaces. Because ultimately we'll end up demolishing each one of these houses when we build a new one, and then replacing with another one, so. Looks good. And hold up our professions tab. Or I'll close the event log. There. And we'll get that done quickly, so I'll put 2 people in there, and the rest of them for the very short time of spring, because we got some time till winter. The house will be important. We need to get a few things shored up before the first winter. Mainly food, so we'll probably have to get a gatherer's hut, a hunter cabin, and then for ourselves, lumberjack thing to cut wood. And I think just get ready for clothing. So we'll need some fields for flax, as well as potatoes. Because that'll probably be what we go to very early on. Generally want about 1/3 of your population doing food. So early we'll have the gatherer's hut going and the hunting lodge, and they'll stay useful, but then you have your farms. Work our way to a boat. So right now I want to gather resources. Specifically wood and stone. You cut that down pretty quick. Try not to go too far with your small manpower. Because the farther they have to go, the longer it takes, and during the winter and stuff, that's when they can freeze, so give them some stuff. Speed it up to 5 times here. they do that, see that we have a bunch of wildlife and stuff, and we can kill them. A bunch of cool things. Alright. See that bear? I'm gonna go kill that bear. Right in the ass. Just like everybody else. Boom. Let's see, what else is here? Anything else? It's good to clear that stuff out though too, because if you let that rummage around your stuff, you'll end up with like rabies. Oh look. Another one. Eventually our general laborers will go pick that stuff up and put it into their respective barns and things like that, but you preferably want to shoot moose, deer, boar. Like this guy. That'll be some meat. We need meat. We'll need all the food we can to survive. Alright, extra little bit of production and off everybody sort of goes. Alright, while they're doing that, I should gather... let's see, pause it for a second here. I want to see what the radius is on the hunting cabin. Because we're going to sort of clear out this general area quite a few times. I want the hunting cabin to sort of be not too inhibited by that. So let's put it somewhere like that. Let's see, we've got 2 builders that we're building the house. The house is done. Yeah, we'll go slow. We'll probably just end up building one of these and demolishing these and eventually just converting these all over, because these will provide happiness. You don't get any happiness with these, so I want to get that going up, and I want to get the gatherer's hut as well. We'll probably end up clearing this out and probably terraforming to this level, so putting that somewhere, say here. Should be fine. And from there, and from there to there. Do some kind of dirt road. But for now, we're just kind of going to let that be. We'll let some people go get to work on that, so that we can put one person in each job to kind of get that going. So we hopefully don't run out of food. Alright, so they finished something. Let's pop one in there. In the late spring, you really need to watch your time. Well, I think we should be okay, because the food's not going down too fast. And I have a little bit of meat, so that's good. I'm almost tempted to maybe get... Nah. Stay focused to the 1-year plan. Got you, got you. Now we need wood cutting for firewood so we don't freeze. Resource gathering. Lumberjack Lodge. I will add one more to that. It's kind of going to be important. The thing is, the school takes a lot of resources. Smart people going forward is definitely going to be worth it. So doesn't this thing have a radius? Oh yeah, you can see it like way out there in the distance. probably gonna terraform in that direction. Probably go in this direction sort of immediately, because that's where our first gatherer's hut is, and it'll probably be one of the first things that we reallocate, which is just part and parcel as we flatten out the land and put in some farms and stuff. Where do I want to put this school? Like, I'm almost tempted to maybe stick it right back here. Maybe everything's built. So we got that. You need to start cutting some wood. You need to gather. Whoops. You need to gather. Food looks relatively okay. Actually, yeah, you go do that. And I want these guys to terraform. We'll do just a little bit right here. For now. I'd ideally like to, do the whole thing so that it's, even. But small labor force, the amount of time it'll take to do it, just don't want to risk it. But this looks like it's relatively flat, so we'll just use that. This one. There we go. You. Alright, so just sort of. Nice and gently. And just hit that. Now, I can't put anything there, but I'll have time to put the school in. And then we can focus on putting like the resource buildings and clothing stuff over here. Because eventually this is where a lot of the stuff will be, as we're kind of moving in this direction. Any place is generally good to place farms. What you have to sort of look for before you start putting a whole bunch of buildings is where the good spots are going to be for your mines. Because you will need these. And when I mean good, like, see if you can find like 5,000, 6,000. They exist. This one looks relatively juicy. Oh, I seen a 6. Thought I saw a 6. There it is. So that wouldn't be too bad. And that's actually would be right by sort of where we want it. I'm actually going to pause you so that we don't actually build that, because as you see it's 510 logs. But eventually that'll be where you want it. I'm just marking that spot so when we do terraform and stuff, I remember where it is. No harm, no foul in placing things. Like I said, it doesn't actually cost you the resources. They might cut down that stuff around it and place it there. No big deal. If you delete the building, those resources will just go into your barn or whatever. So good times. Oh, and we are getting some stuff from our gatherers, so that is good. Alright. So now we are more or less set up for, oh gosh, good golly, at least the next 20, 30 years, but we have to make it there. And we're not going to have the labor force of 36 people to run that in its, entirety, so we'll draw it out over time. So I think what we'll do now Maybe slow that down to 2 times. What are you doing? Are you eating or anything? Or you're just mining some resources? Okay, so that's what pretty much everyone's going to be doing that isn't in a job. Okay, good. I will take Nolan here, because he looks to be the sort of happiest, I think. And we're going to go shoot some things. Namely him. And you can walk nice and slow, or you can hold the shift key and move fast. Right in the eyeball. Ooh, look, another one. Like I said, mainly moose and deer. It's what you want for meat. Bears will just give you pelts, but until you have some flax, it's just not really much of a point. Some inclines will actually stop you from going down. Stuck there. Because there's no jump, unfortunately. It'd be nice if there was. I mean, you can kind of do sort of all the other first-person-y stuff, but... Oh, I see a moose. Gotcha! Oh, missed. Not gonna miss that time. Oh, look at that. Fatal shot's always in the ass. He's trying to run away? Not this time. Oh. You can't eat that. That's mine. Well, I don't think they actually do eat anything. Meat. Oh, that's a bear. I don't want to wander too far from things where our people aren't really are, so that it doesn't take them overly long to gather the stuff that I'm killing. Ooh, there's one. Got it. Seriously, hours of fun, man. And unlike in Banished, where you sort of need to kind of rely on those foresters to, you know, plant things and have them come back at a sort of a decent amount of time, I'd say it's almost a little too quickly. But in the same sense... Oh, did I hit the bear? Damn that bush. In the same sense, you kind of need a lot of logs quickly, and there's no real way to grow those, right? Other than, you know, planting and waiting. And with everything else that you sort of have to wait for, it kind of makes sense that they'd speed that up a little bit. Ooh, speaking of trees, look at that. Can I chop that tree down while I'm here? Plant a tree. Can I chop one down, though? Pretty sure you can. I think they need to be gathering the resource, and then you just take over what they're doing. I'm gonna go kill that moose. Stay focused. Yeah, you can do pretty much everything. What am I stuck on? Oh, am I on a little... Wow. Tiny little rocky alcove that I'm seriously stuck on. Right, there we go. That's it. Let's not get stuck somewhere and then starve to death. That would be awkward. Alright, let's get you. You. And you. Oh, not. Valiant effort, bear. You saved the moose's life for, well, I guess one more shot. It's funny. 2 accidental bears. Yeah. Give a little toot on the horn, and off they go. I accidentally closed my... And we're still in summer. So, they'll clean that up. More or less, we need to gather just the resources and stuff for... Weaver shop. And the carpenter shop. And then eventually we'll want to get a furnace, I think. we'll need a kiln to make charcoal, and then the furnace to make cast iron. There's a whole bunch of stuff into getting a boat and getting off this little rock that you're on to go get other resources that eventually you'll need and stuff like that. Even on 2-time, like, the game's just peaceful as you watch the kind of come to night. Speaking of which, let's get that school. We missed the terraforming, which it looks kind of cool as they do that. I'm sure we'll see more of it though, because we have a lot to do. No, that was for the school. Especially if we build out here and here and this way. This will be like the most central location, so that barn is something. Yeah, it's on the side, so that would probably be the most efficient. So pause it so that they don't actually allocate resources to it. I think that's where I want it though. No, I think I wanted to move it over. Alright, so here's how I check that out. Alrighty. Let's see, off to a good start. Okay, so it needs to come over. Needs to come over a bit. Now to get rid of those, just go to the general information. Oop, gone. Do the same thing with the road under the road one as well. As long as you have it on pause, they won't try to build anything, so this is one game where that is actually useful. I think I had it facing that way, yes. So I kind of want it something like something like that, because that should definitely incorporate any and all houses that we future build. And we want a smart population. So go ahead and pause that, because it's almost 400 logs and a whole lot of iron ore, which we don't have yet. So like I said, pause that. Try and shoot for the start of the second year if we can. Depends on what we got around us. If we got a nice little crop, we could do okay. But we'll have to see. Keeping an eye on our food, too. Ooh, someone kill that bear. 2 bears. We don't want no rabies, we want babies. Alright, lady, you're up. Let's go. Where is it? Oh, I paused it. Oop, my bad. No, you Ah. Where's the other one? And you got a little too close, thank you. I see you. And you. Cool if I could turn you into a rug. But only practical things. Like hide for clothing. But we still need flax. Alright. Give everyone a little boost and let's go. Ooh, expecting a baby. Could have a baby. Probably not. But you can even upgrade this. The upgraded version of it is pretty sweet looking. We'll just stick with that for now, but she's just chopping away. In fact, I think about a 1-time. Can I? Sweet. I can actually chop. You're providing a very valuable service, my dear. You're keeping us warm through the winter months. I'm gonna say, sure, as soon as I move, you decide to, go do something else. Ooh, a fox. Take a break. And let's shoot something. Wait for it. Wait for it. And got him. Oh, a moose. Excuse me. Where do you think you're going? Hey, come here. You're going to the meat shed. Yeah, that's right. You're going to the meat shed. Anyone else? Anyone else? Alright. You go back to chopping wood. Nope, you're gonna go get that thing? Alright. Then I want you to toot your horn. You go get that kill. Oh, look. Bird flying right at us. Hit the screen. That's kind of funny. That was actually kind of funny. Over the winter, we could probably terraform this. Maybe. We'll see. I might go in this direction. I'm worried about that when I'm kind of in the need for the ore mine. And I forgot to remove that road. Alright, so now they're gonna have to come back and remove that, which is fun. Up to 5 times go. Go gather our resources into late summer. You see what I'm saying with the roads, though? Any action to do with them is almost like, alright, let's go get that done, over with, dealt with. It's like... It's fine. I just forgot to... If you place it and then remove it before you unpause, it'll just take it all away. Oh yeah, you can, if you want to help speed things up and all that good jazz, oh yeah. We have 400 something firewood for our 11 people, so I'm pretty sure that should get us through. Food's looking not too bad. Just need the resources. However, through the winter, we will put 3 hunters in the cabin, and they will do that all winter long. This way we continually have meat coming in. And at the start of next year, we will map out at least 2 farms. At least for now, 2 farms. Small one to probably do flax and grass in, and then a strict one for potatoes. No job titles. Everybody sort of does whatever. So, for example, anybody that I stuck into, say, the mines could go and be the hospital doctor tomorrow. It just depends on where they're needed. And when you're general labor, if someone dies from the industry, you basically just replace that person. Hello, Mr. Bear.
Hmm?
Excuse me, Dane. Could you do me a favor? Shoot this bear in the ass. Yeah, right there in the brown eye. Dunk. Thank you. Good work, lads. Good work. And lasses, I should say. Because our females are working hard, too. They're busting their buns off. Yeah, I've totally had fun playing this game so far. But just like Banished, it is one of those games where one misstep or a slight break in a certain, chain, and you could either freeze to death or starve to death or both. Ooh, hello.
Hmm?
Sithini? I need you to go around this corner here and shoot this nosy boar. That's right. Now get that meat and go put it in the pot. Good. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. The thing is, as you destroy all this stuff, the nature will get farther and farther. Now, as you plant your forester buildings and they plant the trees and stuff like that, I think the animals spawn where the trees kind of are and things like that, so you can't see them in, because eventually you'll need them to protect certain things. I'm not going to say what, because we'll probably go for a while. I don't know if we'll get there. We might, though. Depends on how our first few years go. I'm pretty ambitious, as always. One of those where you really want to manage your labor force and sort of keep an eye on coming in and going of, all the children. Hence why you want to get a school as soon as you can. After this, if I pin you and bring you over here. Okay, so we need some logs. Still need stones. No longer need ore. Alright, so I'm going to pause you quickly. Well, let's just fall. And cancel my orders here. Cancel everything. Whatever you're doing, stop it. Drop it. Get away. Oh, so you pretty much had everything done. Okay, there wasn't that much stone there, and that's fine. Alright, so now we need stone. So let's say something like this. It's still relatively close because it's within our hunting and I think our gather, so that should be fine. That'll definitely get us over. With it being fall, gonna have to keep an eye on that, but let's get some trees too. We'll do those a little closer to home. Maybe something like that, and that's a nice good chunk. Actually, just get all of them. Why not? There you go. Alright, so you... food reserves are fine. Alright, double you up. I'm gonna leave you there till it gets cold. And you're... kinda don't want to pull them from there, but at the same time, I kinda do. Nothing else really using firewood other than our houses, so... you can go be an extra person. And we'll probably need some hay too, I think, right? Yeah, 130. Let's see what we got here. 80 something. 90 something. Maybe just enough. Huh. The brown spots are good because it makes it easier to sort of build and expand. Getting those resources can be a little tricky at the beginning. Speaking of which, let me see something here. Can I... They're carrying food to your house. Is there someone nearby right now? Yeah, what are you doing? Alright. Mining a resource. I want to see something here. Okay, what are you carrying, though? Oh, those are herbs. Okay. Interesting. No worries, man. Be easy. Should make it through the winter. It might be tight. I think I could have maybe done the cabins a bit closer, but we'll see. Alright, so you're definitely not doing anything now, so you go to do that. That only leaves us with 4 people. That'll be fine. Let's see. Where's that damn hunting cabin? See lots of game mode here. Where is the cabin? Ah, there it is. Do I have a hunter in there? Ah, okay. Mining a resource. You come with me, good sir. As much as I'd love resources, I love surviving through the winter. And if that means I gotta go shoot some deer and moose myself, then I will do it. Because I don't want to die. And in turn, I don't want the village to die. Glorious meat. Glorious meat. Alright. You're a bear, but you can get out of here. So you scare off these guys. And I'd rather them not be scared. Don't mind me. Just trying to survive like you guys. I'm a little bit more adept. Sorry. Ooh, hello. Gotcha. Long distance? No, too far. Alright, shoot you. Oh. You got him? Let's see. Can we do like long distance shots? Yes? Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm hitting it, but. Alright, do realize this will slow down, maybe getting some of the stuff for the school, but if we're not here, then there is no school. Alright. Damn, stuck on ridge again. I think this is that same ridge from earlier. I don't learn. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Ah. Ooh. Go gather that stuff up and off we go. Baby's been born. That'll give us some more meat. I think I will prioritize trees though. Actually, because I'm asking too many things out of a small amount of people right now, let's just cancel. 306 stone, that's good enough. Oh, 53 hay, so they didn't even get to the hay, that's cool. Let's go with trees ASAP. I want to do an early chicken coop, but I don't want to do it too early. Some might even be maybe third year. We'll see. Still want to get my school, but I'm not gonna jeopardize that over not having a field down for crops and stuff. Pause you. And let's see. I get a 10 by 10 here temporarily. 9 by 9. 9 by 9 works. 12, 32, go. And we'll pay attention. See if we can't get 2 yields, 1 flax, 1 grass. We'll go with grass first. Because as we've seen, there's not a lot of it in our area, and we're going to need a bunch of that. So, and keep in mind, disasters are on, so things could kick off and start burning. You know, start of the new year, first real storm. You never know. We'll have to see. We got ourselves a well though. Grass, potatoes. I was gonna say, can I get 2 farmers in there? Excellent. And 1,000 should do us fine. And we'll have a gatherer as well. Yeah, it's a good thing we went and did our own hunting. Otherwise, I think I might be struggling a little bit more. For the most part, I think we're alright, though. That is one thing. When it really gets kind of stormy, you sort of need to zoom in to see stuff. So that's not too bad. The rain can sometimes get so bad you can't even see anything. We'll keep an eye on our time of year. And that switches over to early spring. That's when I'll make sure that I put our farmers to work. And our gatherers. Probably drop one hunter. A lot of the first few years is basically labor management. Just putting people here and there, getting things done. What we got? 9 people. Sorry, we got 14 people, and we got right now only 2. Guess we could maybe have three running, but we're okay. But you want a good chunk of your labor force bringing in food, obviously. Because if you're not bringing in food, you can't have babies. And if you can't have babies, your village ain't gonna last long. It's funny to think that, for the most part, they are kind of naked right now. So we haven't really made them any clothes, and they don't have any. Late winter, so the home stretch. 200 and something logs. We got our farms built. So I need 200 logs. We want to have some left over to chop up some firewood. And we need hay.